Yes, guys, in this video, we're going to do some live trading. All right. So, tell you the method, tell you the strategy. Very simple stuff when you know how. We're looking for a liquidity sweep, which we got a really nice liquidity sweep here. Let's remove that. And liquidity sweep. And then we're looking for a reaction on the liquidity sweep to it to go back up to grab more liquidity on the upside, which we are getting now. But we need to have a bit more confirmations that this is not just a little fake out. We are waiting for a fair value gap, and because we grabbed sell side liquidity, we are looking for now a bullish fair value gap. So you guys don't know what fair value gap is, that's not a problem. This is what I'm going to do on this video, is teach you guys not just flex results. All right, so this is the fair value gap here. You see 3 candles going down. This is a bearish fair value gap. We've got 3 candles going down, and in the middle, this fair value gap does not have, if you see, the wick is not touching this wick up here. Okay, so there's a big gap here. All right, so we're looking for a bullish fair value gap, and potentially a retest. Should probably potentially usually wait for a retest, but I feel like we're going to really break out to the upside here because we've just grabbed so much liquidity. Like, look already, you can see it now already. Like, we've grabbed so much liquidity in the last 24 hours. Right, let's get our trading session indicators on. See when New York session is officially open, which is about 1 hour. But now we're like a pre-session opening, which would be get some volume. Also, guys, understand AMD, right? Accumulations, okay, manipulation, and now hopefully I reckon in New York session we're gonna go to distribution, right? So accumulating is this, manipulation is this, and now as New York session opens, we should be going to distribution. Okay. I could realistically, you know, I feel like entering right now, to be fair, like, because I've been doing this for a long time. I kind of, the signs are there, big liquidity sweep. You know, the AMD is already, I feel like it's playing out now, but we still need more confirmations. All right. So that's what we're waiting for now. Also, when this wick closes above this big liquidity line here, because if you look, this is a huge. Okay, let's go to the 4 hours. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That is a lot. There's a lot of support here. A lot of support on here. All right, a lot. There'll be a lot. There'll be so much buyers at this level, so much. And if it breaks below, then woof, we're going down, baby. We'll be going down. So T-Bone said this was like a no-brainer long there. But we want confirmation because, you know, it could. Sometimes what it does as well, guys, it will, I call this the turtle soup. So what we're also going to look out for is sometimes it can, you know, come down a lot more, which probably did now already, to be fair. Turtle soup it and come back up. Could do that twice. Do you know what I mean? It could come back up, drop back down. So everybody, what you're going to realize, guys, you always need to think of how the market maker is going to shake out and take as much money as possible and create max pain. And right now, this would be ideally max pain. Watch this now. It'll be going up, be going up. Everyone's like, yo, it's going up. It's taking out this last bit of liquidity. We're going up, and then boom, another candle, bam, going straight down. Grabbed this liquidity, last bit of liquidity again, what it just formed, and then back up. So, you know, personally, I feel like that is more of a highly probable outcome, just because it's too obvious. It's too obvious to long this now. I'm not saying it's impossible, but we're definitely going to wait for the retest on here. Okay, so I like to put my bullish fair value gaps green. Okay, because it's bullish. We're going to wait for a retest here, guys, on here. And if this holds, we're going to take that trade. All right. And usually it should come bounce off this displacement here as well. So there's a displacement here. But yeah, I thought so. I thought we was going to get a... This was risky. But it would have worked out for a lot of people. Fair play. Fair play. It would have worked out for a lot of people. It was a good... It's a kind of a no-brainer entry, guys, to be fair. But you got to be careful with these no-brainer ones. And we have some bearish fair value gaps here. So I still feel we're going to shake out and scare a lot of people. We need to shake out and scare a lot of people because it was too obvious. So this is what I'm thinking. Okay, this is the fair value. This is the bearish fair value gap here. So I feel like it will, potentially poof, and then woo! Could be wrong. This could have been the breakout already. And if we miss this breakout, we missed the breakout. We're not gonna FOMO win. If we missed it, we missed it. So just gonna wait patiently before we enter our trade. By the way, guys, we are using blofin. Blofin here. Make sure that you guys use the link in the bio for the best fees out there, and also the best bonuses. All right, and it does help the channel out a bit. Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Sometimes it's about risking it for the biscuit. That would have been a good entry here. Let's see if we created a order block as well in the 15 minutes. Yeah, that was actually an order block too. Yeah. It didn't close above it, so it might not be a valid order block. But it did wick a lot down. Potentially could have been an order block here as well, to be fair. Okay, not the strongest order block. Let's put this here. Also, guys, remember, check the links in the bio as well if you guys want to copy trade me, you want my help with trading. All the links are in the description. I guess sometimes the obvious plays are the plays like that there, which potentially should have taken that trade. Wow. That's good. Yeah, that bounced off there so, what would I call it? With so much force. Because like I said, guys, that was a big liquidity zone. It was a huge liquidity zone. I am looking for it to shake a few people out, come back down, and retest. If we are lucky. Also, this is a bullish fair value gap. Usually we come back to test the bullish fair value gap. So we went past the bearish one. Oof, it's ripping. It is ripping. It is ripping. Ooh! Was this potentially the bottom of the cycle? Was that potentially the bottom, guys? Because if you really think about it, we've been bearish for a while. We grabbed a lot of liquidity, right? And this here seems like potentially was the last bit of liquidity to grab. And now potentially we're going to the upside to continue this bull run. Could we have just seen and witnessed the bottom of this bearish trend? There's only one way to find out. Keep tuned. Okay, I know these lines look a bit messy, but they'll all have a purpose. Wow. Wow. Woo. Just at that move there, we could have nearly doubled our whole port on a 100x leverage, which that's what I usually take. We're not going to FOMO. Going to get a little bit of a rejection reversal at some point. Okay, so oof, woo. See, you see, when it takes that liquidity that it needs, it viciously retraces, viciously. And we're not even got into New York session opening yet. We're only in the pre-New York session. It couldn't be that obvious. Okay. Let's mark out some more fair value gaps. What I'm gonna do as well, guys, sometimes I might just pause, and then start again, because pause and then unpause when it gets a bit boring, because I don't want to edit these videos, and I don't really want these videos going on like, 2 hours, 3 hours, but sometimes it might take that to get an entry. Saves you guys just, or if I've got nothing to waffle about, then I'll just pause it. All right, so this is broke through all these bearish fair value gaps. This is very bullish. Very, very bullish. Strong. Wow. Potentially, what could happen now? So obviously it's all thesis, guys. You gotta have a thesis, right? So potentially we've taken out these lows. We could potentially now take out London high, which London doesn't really finish yet, so you can't really say taking out London's high. Well, we could take out Tokyo's high and just max pain back down. But I doubt it. To be fair, I doubt it. Let's see what happens here. Let's see this reversal. All right, guys, I actually shorted. Yeah, I shorted. Fuck it. I just feel like this was a lot of manipulation. It went up too fast for my liking. So we shorted the market, and yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see. I'm just gonna go for a quick scalp. If it's $300,000, because I think I probably shorted it a little bit too late. I was actually had a phone call, and I was like, you know what? They're gonna bring it back down, and I feel like as we come into New York session time, that's when also they're gonna give it a big push. But I feel like I shorted a little bit too late, so I'm not gonna be too greedy. It's rejecting these fair value gaps, which is good. Let's see how it plays out with this bullish fair value gap, and we take it from there. All right. Of course, it's broke down through there. All right. Let's go. Let's show you the trade. So we're up $500 at the moment. We're back down. Okay. Okay, we're down $500 now. So 1 second. Okay, let's get back to the charts. Cool. So we bounced off that bullish fair value gap. Let's see how it goes. All right. See if we can bounce through. Yes, okay. We need to get through this bullish fair value gap before we get excited. But like I said, I'm just going to scalp this one $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, and that's it. I should have entered a bit more up here, but I feel like the opportunity. Sorry, that's gold. I feel the opportunity was presented itself. Okay, so we need to break below this. This just came way too fast, way too fast. Note to you guys, but I was on the phone. This here, so this would be the break of the market structure here. This was actually optimal entry point, and we could have already been up. Would have been up, a good couple of $1,000 if we took the optimal entry point. But yeah, that's is what it is. Cool, we're up $1,000 now. Yeah, you guys can see it's $1,200. We want to break below this bullish fair value gap. Okay, it bounced off it. Let's see, it really needs to break this bullish fair value gap. What I'm going to do, if we don't break this bullish fair value gap, I will exit the trade, and we'll find another snipe entry. That wasn't a sniper entry, to be fair, but it just felt right. It just made sense. So potentially, if I probably potentially down $1,000 if I exit it. But I was looking to make at least 3,000, so I was going for like a 3-to-1. So that's okay. So it's not a problem. And then we'll wait to around about New York session times actually opens, and then we take it from there. Cool. Just gonna shut my door. I can hear the kids and my wife. Well, guys, if you want to follow my trades, DM me on Instagram. You can copy trade me. More of my longer term trades, scalps. It's quite hard to copy trade, but look at longer term trade with some like 90% win rate, 92% win rate. So that can also help you guys make some money. Or if you want to a full in-depth course tutorial, then you can message me on Instagram as well, or just watch the free content on YouTube and use my link in description for blofin. Let's get it. Okay. We bounced off that bullish fair value gap, which is not the best. Let's see. Okay, what we're on in the 5-minute candle. 5-minute candle. And that was just the start of the 5-minute candle. Okay. Okay, let's see how it bounces off here. Not looking good. Down 1,000. Let's see if it breaks through this. Okay. Okay. Broke through it. All right, cool. Let's see how it goes here. If it breaks through this one on a close, we will get away from the trade. We will stop the trade, but so far we're okay. Let's get it. Remember, it's not always going to go down. You're going to go up to go down anyway. But my thesis is, it's always good to have a thesis, that this was This was fake. This was fake volume. This was just a quick liquidity grab. You know, mate. See everybody's seen. Oh yeah, you know we touched this last bit of liquidity, local liquidity. We're gonna go up. We're going to go up. And so many people now, they're just moon buoyed in here, and they're gonna get wiped out. They're gonna get wiped out. That's what I feel. Like I said, have a thesis, guys. Stick with your thesis until you're shown to be wrong. And this is why we have these fair value gaps that really, really help us. You know, this bearish fair value gap here, you know, if it breaks through that, then it's an inverse fair value gap. And my thesis, potentially, I'd say, is incorrect. So far, it's struggling to get past this fair value gap. So let's put that here. You know, try to close it once, twice. You know, this shows me bearish signs. If it breaks through now, then we will exit the trade. Okay, so currently we're down $1,000. My stop loss is about 2,000. I'm not going to lose more than 2,000 on this trade. And I want to be making, you know, usually I'd make 6,000. I'd want like a 3-to-1. But like I says, on this one, it was a little bit, I just don't really like my entry. And so, you know, I might just do like a 1-to-2 on this one. Okay, we don't want to break this line. We're out. If we break this line and we're out, we'll just find another. Okay, we broke the line. Okay, let's wait for this candle closes. We're on the 2 minutes. Let's go to the 5 minutes. Okay, 30 seconds. If this closes below here, we stay. If it closes above here, we're out and we take the loss. Okay, 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's gone lower. I was about to close it, but it ended up in a red candle. Let's see how this plays out. Okay. Nine o'clock now as well. Should get more volume coming in. Still believe it. It's still bearish, guys. It's just 100% still bearish. That's my thesis. So you make money trading, guys. You got to understand the charts. You got to have a thesis, and you got to stick to it until it hits your stop loss. Right now, we haven't hit my stop loss, my mental stop loss. So we're still doing okay. We really want it to close below that bearish fair value gap. Okay, if it doesn't close below that fair value gap, I am going to exit at break even, and we're gonna look for a setup, a next setup. If you can see, it came up, it grabbed some liquidity here, and this is why it makes sense to me as well. It's like this was just a big liquidity grab. So it grabbed liquidity here, it goes up, grab this liquidity here, goes back down, scare everybody, one last sweep of this liquidity down here, and then back up, or potentially back down. Like, it can easily go keep going down. But yeah, I believe that this was fake. Anytime you see these fake volume like this, guys, you want to take advantage of the reversal. Okay, so we are pretty much up now. $800. $800 up now. Cool. This is axiom. That's for my meme coin stuff. Cool. We need to close below this. 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. On the 2 minutes, we would have closed, obviously. No, we're not closed yet. Closing in 2 seconds. Let's see it reacts to this bullish fair value gap. Okay, we're over $1,000. Oh, we want to break this. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's keep on the 2 minutes. Okay, currently up 2,000 now. $2,000. $2.5. Let's get the dog out. And after the exit the trade, guys, I'll go fully over the trade and do some more tutorial stuff for you guys in the last 10 minutes. Okay, 3,000. Like I said, guys, this was BS. Okay, let's see if we can break this bullish fair value gap. Let's see how it goes. My food's there. All right, guys, so my food just come. I'm going to keep this trade open. I'm going to pause the video. And like I said, I'll exit it at break even. Or we're gonna let this ride. I feel like we're coming back down there. I reckon we're gonna, I'm gonna leave this trade open. I reckon we could. Whereas we've got some liquidity now to grab. Here. One sec. Let's get on the hourly. 15 minutes. Yeah, back down here. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, we got $3,000. All right, guys, we are up $4,500 on this trade. Let's see how it reacts on this fair value gap. It might drop through. I'm gonna exit the trade. If it doesn't break through this fair value gap here. All right. No, it didn't. It didn't break through. But I want to see what happens on the close. Because I'm still bearish, guys. I am still bearish. And I want to stick to that thesis. Yeah, it didn't get through this bearish fair value gap, but I'm really bearish. And let me just go through why, guys. You know, this here is AMD fully. This is accumulation, right? This is manipulation. Here, this is opposite manipulation. And now, this is just normal trend distribution. Like the normal trend of this market is bearish. This was manipulation. You know, and a bit of excitement that he got this last bit of liquidity. So I feel like we're going to go down. I'm going to really take this risk on here. I know I said I was going to exit here, but obviously it has to come back up a bit. It's not just going to drop. So it might come back up a bit. We're still up $4,000. All right, $4,000 in this trade. But like I says, this is bearish. So why would I exit my position now when I know my thesis is this is BS? So this has to get cancelled out. So breaks through this fair value gap here. It's bearish fair value gap here. It's going down. Well, we have got a bullish fair value gap here, actually. So I might exit when it touches here, actually. Yeah. I mean, actually it touches here. And then we can, we got $6,000. All right, let's see how it touches there. Okay, cool. We are definitely going to exit around about here, to be fair, guys. Let's take our profits. All right. So let's see how this goes. How it reacts to this fair value gap. We're up 6,200. Nice. See, 6,200 we up, guys. And we're going to see how it reacts to this bullish fair value gap. I had to put bullish as green. Woo! 6,600. All right, we out. we out, baby. Give me that money. All right, let's show you. Okay, boom. $6,300 for the day, baby. $6,300 for the day. Every day we're doing this. 10K. All right. We could have held it for more. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to still stick to our thesis. Yes, the thesis was bullish, but we still have to stick to a plan. Right? And the plan here, boom. Look, exactly. Told you. I had a high probability to bounce off that bullish fair value gap. Because that was the first bullish fair value gap that he created. So if this was normal trend, then it would come back to this first, not 100%, 7% come back to this bullish fair value gap to make its way up. All right? Anyway, I'm going to give you guys a surprise. Every person that stayed to the end of this video, you're going to get a nice, juicy surprise. On the, what do you call it now? On the end screen, I'm going to leave a video breaking down this strategy that's only in from my inner circle that pays me a lot of money to be there. And I'm giving you guys for free. All right, then. Tune in for tomorrow for the next trade. Let's go.